Hi guys, today I'll be reviewing yet another German watch, the Sternglas Zirkel. So movement restrictions have actually eased up where I am, so here I am taking full advantage of it, going for a hike and shooting a video for this watch. Sternglas actually approached me about close to a year ago to post pictures of this watch on my Instagram page. However, here I am reviewing it and I'll be honest and truthful about it and unbiased of course. So let's get on to it. A quick introduction to the brand. Sternglas is a micro brand based in Hamburg, Germany. Their designs follows the principles of the Bauhaus philosophy, and on their website, they stated that they aim to provide nice Bauhaus and German-inspired timepieces at affordable prices. So on to the specs. First, I would like to say that I'm reviewing the 2018 model, and Sternglas has since come out with a newer upgraded version of the Zirkel. In general, the design has remained relatively unchanged, but I will describe the differences here. Both versions have relatively the same size, with the exception of the case heights. They both have a diameter of 40mm, a lug width of 20mm, and the lug width of the newer version is slightly longer at 49mm as opposed to the older version which had a 48.5mm lug to lug. The big difference here would be the case heights. The version that I'm reviewing has a 13mm case height which is quite thick, but the newer version has a much slimmer profile at only 10mm thick. Both older and newer models have a water resistance of 5 bars. They both come with a domed sapphire glass with anti-reflective coating. However, another big difference between the two versions would be the movement. The older version carried a Miyota 821A movement, while the newer version is carrying the Miyota 9015 high beat movement, which means that the older version vibrates at 21,600 beats per hour, while the newer one vibrates at 28,800 beats per hour. The stated accuracy of both the movements also differ, with the older version having a -20 to +40 seconds variance a day, while the newer version is more accurate at -10 to +30 seconds per day. Both versions have a power reserve of 42 hours, and another significant difference would be the price itself. All these upgrades do come at a cost, with the newer version selling at 499 euros. Unfortunately, the older version is not for sale anymore, but they used to cost significantly lower. As you can see here, the crown is unsigned, which is something I actually appreciate here as it fits the idea behind the design. The crystal is slightly domed, which is something that I think adds a little elegance to the watch. I'm a huge fan of the stainless steel mesh bracelet. It has a quick release spring bar, which is something that I have always advocated for straps, as it makes strap changing a breeze. I feel like this strap is very well made with tight links, and you can see that the buckle is also signed. The Sternglas Zirkel has an open case back with a custom rotor displaying the Sternglas name as well as the German word for timepiece. Miyota movements are known to have a slightly noisy rotor, but it is not really noticeable here in my piece. The case itself is brushed all around, and there is a strict simplicity to its angles. I feel like it wears well on wrists as the case back is nicely curved. However, being 13mm thick, it is quite a chunky piece, but the newer version, which is only 10mm, should fit wrists better. Onto the dial itself. The Bauhaus influence is very clear here, with an emphasis on function and minimalism. There are two differences between this version and the newer model. The first is that the date window in the newer model has been moved to the 6 o'clock position. The second is that there is less text at the bottom with only the words automatic printed on it as opposed to this model. I believe that these changes are for the good and they fit the Bauhaus style even better, with better balance and making it a little more minimalist. The simple dark black stick hands make it very legible, though I must say that the minute and seconds hand are a little too similar, and I have to consciously notice the seconds hand moving in order to tell the difference when glancing at the watch. Here you can see the Zirkel on my 5 3/4 inch wrist. If you have been following me, you know that I am okay with wearing larger watches. However, I do think it will probably fit wrists that are 7 inches or more better. The mesh strap wraps around my wrist comfortably, and as I mentioned earlier, I really do like this strap. For the newer version of the Zirkel at €499 or $555, I think you are getting a good watch, though I might not call it a bargain. It does carry a reliable high-beat Japanese movement with all the beautiful design cues of a German design. Hi guys, so my final thoughts on this piece here. I actually really like the design of the watch. It's actually very simple, extremely legible. The crystal is also very nice. That slightly domed sapphire on top adds a little bit of class to it. The mesh, the strap, is actually very nice. It's very comfortable, and I actually use it with a lot of my other watches as well, as it has a quick release and really allows for versatility. If you follow me on Instagram, you actually would see this strap on many other of my other watches. Besides that, it also feels quite substantial, so it does feel like it is a high quality watch. As for the negatives, I think the watch wears quite large. It has a long lug to lug as well as a very thin bezel, and it is also relatively thick, but the newer version is a lot thinner, so that helps. The 8-to-1A movement in this does feel a little bit jittery, as well as the crown is a little bit small, so it doesn't operate very smoothly. But those are actually very minor gripes. Overall, I think this is a great watch. It looks really good, it feels quite luxurious, and it has that really nice Bauhaus design. Well, that's all for now. Thank you for watching this video, and if you do like it, please like and subscribe. Like I mentioned earlier, it really makes me feel like I want to produce more content when I have a good response. So please follow me on Instagram as well, @watchesinnature. So till the next video, see you!